Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm gonna paint a cute rabbit. I'll link the reference photo in this video's description. It's on Unsplash. I printed out the photo and cropped it. Now I've painted this one before, more realistic with a more yellow gold background. I'll link that video in this description. So that means this one has a traceable. I originally painted it 5x7. So you could just crop it, just crop up the traceable if you want to use the traceable. I'm going to paint it on a 5" by 5" cradled wood panel from US Art Supply, 1.5" thick. I'm saying it like this because my besties know this speech. I've got clear gesso on it. You can use any kind of gesso. I just have clear gesso here in my studio. And I'm going to try to paint it colorful because it really helps challenge me a little bit more. Sorry guys. And I'm going to paint it similar to how I painted this cute kitty. Okay guys, let's have some fun. Let's set the table. I am using Liquitex paints, all primaries, primary yellow, Quinacridone magenta, Phthalo blue green shade, Mars black, titanium white. Okay. Next, so I am using a 3/8" angle brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's their Moderna line. And up and down strokes. I did that in the cat painting. These are a little choppier. I have more squares in the background. Really easy breezy. I want it light, so my light's coming from over here. So I want the background lighter to darker. And then my rabbit, I did scribble in some darks to remind me. My rabbit's gonna go from lighter to darker too. Let's see. I didn't do that in the cat. So the light on the cat is over here. But my background pretty much went lighter to darker and then medium, kind of the medium, because then I painted some of the cat body. I think this will be easier. It's going to be easier for my brain because I'm going to have cooler in the background and then warmer as you come forward. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think in the comment. Let me know if having the blues and the greens in the background is easier or not. In this one I had reds, some yellows and oranges mostly in the background. I think it's just my brain. What else? I think that's about it. It's really fun. I get a pretty purple by mixing a lot more magenta or quinacridone with phthalo blue green shade. If you don't have these colors, use what you have in your studio. Your painting will be just as good. It'll have just as much harmony, and it might even be better because it won't be so bright. It'll have some calmness to it. Mixed a greenish. It's still a cool green, and then a blue green. Sometimes I just grab some yellow to warm it up a smidge. Just playing with it, really. Let's see, how long? I'm just sitting here listening to an audiobook, and it's been at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, just to paint the background. I did come back and lighten this up over here. Okay, guys, I think that sets the table. Let me know if you think. So I'm gonna stumble around with this a little bit more. So a lot of times I will do muted colors in the background and then stronger colors in the foreground. And they can even be, no, they're not always cooler, because I just did a frog painting. I don't know where it is, where the background's quite warm. All right, I didn't get any further with trying to do it again. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be back in a bit. Excuse me. I thought I'd pop in. This makes me nervous. A lot of paintings have moments or points where they make me nervous, but I can see it's going to work. So the light's coming from over here. Put my sun up. So the inside of the right ear is warmer. And then the back side's cooler, and then I have warmer on what would be the back side, and it's darker and cooler than this ear on the inside. And really, you could use any colors. I just kind of like the pink in the ears. I'm concerned that the nose might be too muted, but I can always change it. The eyes are pretty good. They need the highlight. Of course, it'll be fun to put in some eyelashes. And then I decided to then move on to painting the shadow under the chin. It's going to be darker over here for the most part. So that's how I make decisions too. Oh, and I made this eye cooler and this eye warmer. And I think it works. I mean, really, this one would be warmer and this one would be cooler. It's in the shadow. But you can get away with it. Value is much more important. I've been working on it 2.5 hours or so. Just taking my time. Even though it's looser and I'm painting looser. Not much on the bottom yet. Thinking about what I'm doing, taking my time, changing things like I had just in the last little bit there. Oops, I'm using it here. I just got paint on it because my paper towel is so wet and paint has a lot of paint on it. I'm still using the same brush. And I mixed kind of a peachy color that's sort of over in here and just did a swipe. I like it. It could have been just fine and done before too. Oh, and I did use a #1 round for the eyes from Princeton. Just because it was easier for me to paint skinny little lines. Okay, guys, I just wanted to pop in and let you know what I'm thinking and where I'm at. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, let's see, it's 4:30 my time. Oh gosh, I always think I'm going to be a little bit, well, I am faster at painting a little bit, but we're at like 3.5, 4 hours total time. It's cute, and I think I'm better at it. For YouTube, I will paint a cat and then a rabbit, usually not. Let's see, let's be clear. I'll paint different paintings because YouTube viewers seem to like that. But really, as an artist, I think it's good, like if I would do, 4 or 5 paintings with this colorful style. Because I'll figure out things I like and don't like as I go along. It's not a big deal to mix it up or anything. It's just maybe something that might help you. I used Posca Pens for the whiskers. Not as much as I did on the cat. I used a lot more. I just have the printout. I used a lot more Posca pen and marks for the cat. I don't know. They're both good. I mean, they both have different things I like about them. I don't know if there's anything else to say. I really like it. The bigger areas were easier than like the small ones, which is normal. Here, let's do a screenshot and a tour. I think that's really all we need to do. As I try and get it square. If I didn't just say this, hopefully I didn't. Let me know if you've tried a really colorful painting and what you think. You could do it as a landscape. Oh, I've got a couple really colorful landscapes. I'll link one of those in this video's description too. Okay, let's take a look. Hopefully that's focusing. It's a great example of values do the work. I put dark centers in the eyeballs. This rabbit, I like the long ears and the round nose on this rabbit. It's cute. I did both black and white whiskers. You could just do one or the other. Okay, it's so fun to hang out with you. I super appreciate your support. Great big happy, excuse me, I keep my voices dry. Sorry guys, great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.